battery is 12.5 volts. Leave it for a few minutes before taking those wires off. Okay, this is the main fuse box. If you have seen the Citroens or 307, I think has those wires and there's some relay in this. But there's these thick wires that connect these main fuses. But this one doesn't have, not that I can see one, so this is gonna be a little different, I think. I took this off from here, sort of opening this up and see what's inside this ECU. So this is what the ECU looks like from inside. It's glued in. So there's no need to take this off. It's clean. Okay, behind this battery there's this, and there's the, I think this is main fuse, 80 amps, and there's one ground there that comes to this wiring harness. If I can get that out, I'll clean it up too. And here's one box. Two. We'll clean that up too. So I took this off from there, cleaned it, opened that, some contact spray. Okay, I've taken all of these off, all of the fuses, this whole package off, and I used some grease. Electric grease to all of these. Let's see if it works. Clean these up, all of these, and that ground over there. Okay, everything's in place. Let's connect the battery and see what happens. Remember that this car needs about 1 minute, 1 to 2 minutes before you can start the vehicle. Started good. It should come up when the battery gets low, but I don't know. Nothing is burning. The alternator gives 14.2 volts. Let's see if it works. No use. Still electric circuit faulty. I don't know what to do anymore. Maybe I should get the new fuse box or the key button. I don't know the real word, but yes. Okay, I just noticed one thing. Put the AC off. Now the rounds are in 2000. I put the AC on. It's not doing it now, but yes, when I turned the AC on, it clunked at the motor and the battery light went off. There's no fault codes now. This is odd. These cars shouldn't go to maintenance. You shouldn't do nothing with these, because they work when they don't use the fault code reader and so on. Okay, now I got the problem solved from the maintenance shop. They said that my alternator was somehow not working and it broke the battery. It did charge when I measured it, but I don't know what happened. So if they have touched the frame with it when the battery is on, so then it might burn. They said that I need a new alternator and a new battery. So here they are. New alternator and a battery. I don't know if that's the problem. I think it will last about 4 days before the problem reappears. But let's see, let's put those in. This one is for 6 spades belt and it's a 90 amp. It shows that they are connected, but I don't know if this relay box, fuse box, does the connection. When you turn the ignition on, it cuts the grounding. I think that's it, or then this is broken. Well, let's change the battery and see. Let's see if this doesn't have any power now, but let's see if it holds the power. It is an old one. Let it sit for a while. Let's see how I can get this in here. It's just stuck on everything. I think it's good now, everything's connected. So we cover this up and just ride it like never before. It's now working. It's very good car. Yeah. Some nice birds. Good car. Nice birds full. Maybe it will run for a few days. Okay, let's take this off too. We don't need this anymore. Right. Every car has these and these. There's a hole for those. And it can be found at the trunk. Okay, let's see what it does. It's been over 2 minutes when attaching the battery. Keys would be nice. Power, economy mode. Oil okay. It's showing the battery light like that. Why? Anti-pollution faulty. What the fuck? Anti-pollution faulty. Are you serious? Everything's running smoothly, but let's try this again. Turn it off. It works from here. That lock. Now the battery light is burning, and the engine light, I don't know why. Engine light is still burning. Anti-pollution fault. Oh my god. I'm never gonna get this to a repair shop anymore. This is just fucking awful. Okay, I'm trying to get that anti-pollution system failure off. Just rev it up with small gear and high RPMs. Then we'll just reset those codes and see if there anything has happened. Why are they driving so slow? Fuck. Okay, let's check those fault codes. Ignition on. Two fault codes. I don't know anything about these. What is this calibration? Let's read the DTC again. No errors here. So we can zero this DTC. Yes. No fault codes now. Let's turn the ignition off and take this off. We should measure the battery now. Those are attached. 12.4. Let's turn the ignition on. There's still that motor. Service light. Let's turn the start on. No faults yet. Battery is 14.3. Let's put on some throttle. No faults yet. No errors. I hope that was it. So, they said that the alternator was broken and it just did something to the batteries. I had two batteries here and they said that they are broken. They can go to trash. I got that new battery and a new alternator. So the faults are now gone, everything, but I don't know for how long. We'll see. It doesn't give any faults right now, and the charger is charging good. The last one did give a 14.2, but when I did take it back to the maintenance, they said that it didn't even charge the battery anymore. So I think that's the coals from that and the timer or whatever it is. It was long gone because I think it was original alternator. So this is good for now. Okay, now it's been over a week and this still starts perfectly. So I've seen these videos that they measure these fuse boxes and say that it's the breaker that turns off those main huge fuses, the 40 to 70 amps or whatever. But this one doesn't show those. It's a different in this 2007 model, and you can't get those fuse boxes anywhere, just used ones. So this one was fixed with the alternator and battery change at the same time. So that was the case in this, and it's working now and no problems. Hey, and by the way, I think you really should do that greasing, the electric grease for those plugs for wiring, because it protects those wires and cables from oxidation and the moisture. I don't know why they don't put that in factory already, but that's really good stuff. So on. Third week This is working great. No faults. I have driven this every day. Okay, so I went to the battery shop where I left the old battery, and he did test the battery 3 times and it didn't take any power in. Well, some, but the battery was broken. It didn't help anymore to charge and fix it. So see you in the next video.